Cliff Richard's life has often been seen through sold out tours, hit records, and a smile that seemed permanently poised for the stage. Yet behind that polished exterior lies a story defined by faith, resilience, and quiet endurance. Born during a tumultuous era, he grew up amid war, displacement, and cultural upheaval, experiences that shaped his character and outlook on life. Fame came early, but it never defined him entirely. Beyond the glamour, Cliff navigated longing, heartbreak, and the pressure of public scrutiny, proving that enduring grace is often forged in private moments, far from the applause. A love kept in silence. For Cliff, love was never a spectacle to be displayed. He never married and had no children, yet lived with a depth of feeling that few glimpsed. In 1971, he met a young, unassuming singer whose talent and presence captivated him instantly. Though their bond was profound, circumstances prevented it from becoming romantic. Loyalty and respect guided his choices as he watched life unfold without claiming what he desired most. Their friendship endured for decades, expressed through music, collaboration, and shared experiences. When performing together, the emotional depth was palpable, revealing a love that existed quietly, without expectation or possession. A childhood marked by transition. Before fame, he was Harry Roger Webb, born in 1940 in Lucknow, British India. His early years were shaped by colonial life and relative comfort, yet the world around him was collapsing. As India moved toward independence, British families were encouraged to leave, uprooting Harry and his family. The journey to England brought disorientation and the challenge of adapting to a starkly different environment. Post-war Britain was gray, cold, and rationed, forcing young Harry to develop resilience and adaptability. These formative experiences instilled a capacity to carry memories without being constrained by them, to survive transition, and to move forward even when the world felt uncertain. Finding a voice in a changing world arriving in England during a period of national rebuilding, Harry struggled to find his place in a world unfamiliar, yet demanding. Music became an outlet, a way to reconcile inner emotions with outward expression. By his teenage years, he had discovered the rhythms and energy of rock and roll, a sound that would eventually define him. His early performances were met with curiosity and skepticism, yet his natural charisma and dedication began to draw attention. Through persistence, he shaped a style that bridged generational divides, offering Britain a new voice at a time when youth culture sought identity and expression, and he became its leading figure. In the rise of a pop icon, the transformation from Harry Webb to Cliff Richard was more than a name change. It was the emergence of a cultural icon. Early hits captured the imagination of a nation hungry for modern sound, and his charm, poise, and distinctive voice set him apart from his peers. He navigated an industry still learning to manage rock and roll's impact on mainstream audiences. Fame brought scrutiny and expectation, yet Cliff remained consistent, refusing to compromise core values for fleeting trends. Each performance, appearance, and recording reflected a careful balance between artistry and personal integrity, laying the foundation for a career that would endure decades, far beyond the lifespan of most pop stardom. The shadow of longing. Even at the height of fame, Cliff's personal life remained guarded. The young singer he admired from afar became an emblem of unspoken desire, and yet he never sought to disrupt existing bonds. Choosing restraint, he allowed love to exist quietly, without demand or ownership. Their friendship endured through collaborations and shared milestones, with music often expressing what words could not. He embraced acceptance over regret, valuing the relationship's depth rather than its form. Decades later, their final duet symbolized a bittersweet closure, a farewell that reflected continuity and reverence rather than loss. Love, for him, was measured not in public acknowledgement, but in fidelity of feeling, navigating fame with integrity. As his career soared, Cliff faced pressures that could have derailed lesser artists. The public expected reinvention, scandals, or flamboyance, but he chose steadiness and authenticity. This approach required courage, as he resisted trends and maintained personal boundaries. Behind the scenes, he balanced professional demands with private reflection, carefully curating his life without hiding from it. Even the challenges of legal disputes or media scrutiny were met with measured response, focusing on dignity and principle rather than revenge. His consistency became a defining trait, signaling that resilience is not only enduring applause, but maintaining self-respect amid the unpredictable tides of celebrity. The role of faith and belief. Faith played a central role in Cliff's life, guiding decisions and providing a framework for understanding success, loss, and responsibility. It offered solace in periods of personal challenge, including moments of unfulfilled desire and public criticism. Spiritual grounding allowed him to navigate fame without losing perspective, offering a sense of purpose beyond commercial achievement. Music, in many ways, became an extension of his belief system, a channel for expressing hope, compassion, and continuity. Through decades of changing social norms and musical landscapes, his principles anchored him, enabling a career defined not merely by popularity, but by depth of character and the ability to inspire quiet admiration, triumphs, and trials. Cliff's journey was never free of adversity. Beyond personal longing, he faced episodes that tested both health and reputation. Legal battles, misunderstandings, and media speculation could have overwhelmed him. Yet he consistently responded with composure and clarity. Rather than seeking vindication, he focused on fairness, accountability, and preserving dignity. These experiences reinforced his approach to life. Resilience does not require confrontation, but measured persistence. Each challenge became a lesson in endurance, demonstrating that real triumph is measured not by external validation, but by internal equilibrium and the capacity to maintain integrity when the world's gaze is unrelenting. Music as a lifelong companion. Throughout, music was both vocation and refuge. It allowed Cliff to express emotion, connect with audiences, and preserve authenticity. Songs often reflected personal experience, translating private feelings into shared understanding. Collaborations, duets, and live performances became more than entertainment. They were moments of human connection, a testament to unspoken emotion and enduring camaraderie. Even in later years, his voice carried familiarity, not because it remained unchanged, but because it retained honesty. Music provided continuity amidst life's unpredictability, a steady companion that mirrored his journey, bridging personal endurance with public celebration. The art of quiet resilience. Cliff Richard's story exemplifies resilience exercised subtly. He faced the upheavals of childhood, the pressures of fame, and the complexities of unrequited love with quiet strength. His decisions often reflected restraint, patience, and an emphasis on ethical consistency rather than immediate gratification. In an industry that prizes reinvention and spectacle, he maintained a personal rhythm that prioritized well-being and integrity. This steadiness became a hallmark, earning admiration from peers and audiences alike. It demonstrates that courage is not always loud and resilience is not always visible, but its presence can shape legacy and inspire generations who witness the harmony between private endurance and public achievement. Enduring legacy. Cliff Richard's contribution cannot be measured solely by sales, tours, or charts. His impact lies in the way he maintained authenticity, navigated scrutiny, and honored personal commitments. The enduring quality of his music and character reflects a life lived with principle, compassion, and fidelity to self. Through decades of cultural change, he remained a steady presence, offering not just entertainment, but example. Audiences connected with the honesty behind the performance, recognizing a life shaped by reflection, resilience, and emotional depth. Cliff's legacy is not only in what he achieved, but in how he achieved it, demonstrating that lasting influence stems from consistency and integrity. Reflection on a life well lived. Looking back, the story of Cliff Richard is more than a tale of celebrity. It is a testament to endurance, self respect, and the courage to live privately while inspiring publicly. His life reveals the complexity of human emotion, the interplay between personal desire and ethical choice, and the power of music as a vessel for truth. He embraced joy and grief, love and longing without compromise, leaving an example of balance and quiet fortitude. In every song, performance, and decision, he demonstrated that staying true to oneself can create a legacy far more enduring than fame alone, one defined by honesty, resilience, and timeless presence.